they supposed to be in unison?
I said I'm gonna clap.
Oh, I didn't have to clap with you, sorry.
No. Hold on, wait. It's just for audio purpose. Oh, you know what? Actually, we might not need the clap because this is gonna go.
Well, that's good.
Whatever.
It's not like an STD.
God damn! I'm just the clap. Yeah, I've just been trying to fix the audio, but this audio will be synced in together, so you can't separate both of them. Which is fine though. If there's high peaks and low peaks, I'm sure that we can put like some type of compressor on it. But like I won't have to worry about like the mic bleeding into each other. So that'll be a fun way to edit.
Yeah, I'm sure. I was also thinking like maybe that's why a lot of people are that's why sorry. I want to word this in a way that I realize why I don't always, even though it's harder and more difficult to follow, but why I think I have a hard time with some people who I've listened to for years because I think even just having, and I hope, I don't know, I hope that I continue to just like be myself, but there becomes like this tone, says the Libra. There's like this mask and this certain tone that's used, and I'm like, is that for audio purposes? Why certain people don't like change their volumes? Is that vulnerability? Is that just like from always being on camera and mic'd up? Like, I'm just the when you say that, I'm like, oh, like could this be also a technical purpose as well? It just gave me another perspective to my thoughts, and I'm just saying it in a way where as someone who likes to feel words when I'm listening to certain things, some things are just so casually talked about, and I understand that that's my own projection in some ways too, and reflection. It just doesn't. I don't know. I find myself not wanting to listen, is what I should say.
So what about yeah, cuz I
I'm like, does it make it easier to edit if you're not always like, if you're even keeled, even toned consistently,
oh, for sure.
which takes away from the story or takes away from what they're telling me sometimes, you know?
Oh, interesting. I
Maybe it's just
understand what
like
you're
my
saying.
again, silly astrology references, but maybe it's my stellium in Scorpio. But either way, like, I just don't feel like certain things like hit or I can't absorb them always, I guess I
Well,
should say.
I think there's a sense of feeling in like the different types of um dynamics, inflection and like tone in people's voices that can be lost if the audio is too perfect. Like there's certain
Mm.
mics also um that can make everything seem very, what is the word? Like clouded almost.
Really?
Yeah, like it for me, it makes it seem like it's I don't know, slightly submerged underwater, but that's like a certain audio type. Like there's certain, I think, styles of audio that people use, especially for podcasts, because for one reason or another, people either like the sound or it comes off more professional or it comes off more whatever they think it comes off as. They'll, you can use your audio in certain ways to kind of like get the energy that you're going for, I guess. But it's interesting that you like pick up on it.
Yeah, I pick up on like weird small details like that because I notice how I feel, and it's possible that I'm just outgrowing. And this is an ongoing conversation between us, but in a very stimulated world, as two people who, and obviously, I'm just going to speak for myself first, obviously. Ooh, I think I just pressed some buttons. Um, that I'm slowly. Do you hear that? Is the volume
Yeah,
up?
it's like
The volume just went up like really high. Is it better? What was
I
it?
don't know.
That's interesting.
This whole thing's just a big learning process.
Not for real. It is cool.
But
I
yeah,
enjoy.
continue.
I enjoy being in it because I know how much like effort and time and skill all of this takes. So it's just interesting to me that it could be me outgrowing even just being overstimulated and wanting to hear what other people have to say. And it can be comforting, right? It could be a source of connection. It's something I look forward to. And I am leaning towards music again in a way that I haven't in a while, in a very long time, actually. So it feels good to like flow into it, but not force myself into it. But it's like something I've just noticed slowly over the past 6 months that like I'm slowly like, okay, I need more spaciousness. I need more time alone. I need more quiet. It's not bad. Like, it's not hard to be in quiet. I don't need to listen to other people's like opinions and thoughts and all these things all the time as we sit here expressing ours. But there's just something about this time where I'm like, output, output. Like, I don't need to take in as much. Do you hear that? Do you hear the laugh? Okay.
Grand all the time outside.
Yeah. The
Yes, preach,
vibes. Oh,
Suze.
the vibes. See, the universe answers. Yeah, that was one of my favorite things, just like universal agreements.
Yeah, universal validation. I've been getting a lot of that
I
lately.
know you have, and yeah, same. I feel like I
Has
got
been
that today too.
like it's just I've been praying to God like really I've been like having conversations um just praying to God about I don't know, just like about being open and about being receptive to everything around me and really absorbing um what I feel is like existence and the trees and the air and the sun, like just like really feeling like I'm like absorbing all this like nature. And I think that's kind of helped me too to like not want to consume so much because that type of vibration, like the silence that nature brings is just like it is just like I don't know, I guess a specific frequency that makes me like really calm. And maybe that's I'm sure that's everybody, but maybe because my son is a Capricorn, I don't know. I like the forest.
Could be. I mean, nature does funny thing like when I was going to do something today, I was going to create something. Sometimes I just look at the first post that comes up and it's just like that's all I need. I'm not much of
Yeah.
a I don't scroll all the time. Um and I love this neuroscientist that I follow and that's been like a huge synchronicity in my life, a lot more than I think I can realize, but that neuroscience specifically the past month or so. And it said like it said like nature helps lower your cortisol like just 20 minutes in nature, and that's the stress hormone, and that's such a big, especially for women and hormones. I mean everybody, but like everything we talked about before pre-podding
we
we
always we always pre-pod before we pod.
debrief we
Debrief.
debrief, we
Yes.
catch up. It's like that's the connection and that's the way we're rolling. And I just like, I'm like, does that evolve, or like do we love just being girls and kikiing when we see each other for it's like yay.
Well, that's part of the flow. Like I
I'm
feel
almost
like
like
that's part of the
afraid to get right to
ease.
business. It's like we don't do that here.
We literally had a discussion like, all right, we're gonna come in this amount of time for the podcast at
Last night before bed, before I talked to God,
two
like
hours
just to go off your
literally like took 2 hours to get into this podcast just because I gotta catch you up with what I'm doing, how I'm feeling, like how are you? Just
day to
to
day baby.
I think it's just like immersing ourselves like into each other's energies before we start this because it's like I don't know, it just feels more leveled.
Yeah, you
Um
connect, like just yeah, take a
yeah.
time, take a sec. It's where it all started.
I know.
Where it
Just
all started, as if we've been going long.
oh my
Listen, this
God.
has been happening way before we've recorded this.
I was reading the description because Susan writes the descriptions,
I think
and
they're cute and to the point.
oh my God, they're so cute. And it was talking about how we all started basically just exchanging voice notes to each other, and I could cry right there. I was like, "Oh my God, like this is
I rewrote
blossom."
that after we talked, or either I rewrote that or I wrote that, and when I went back to it because we were talking about it recently, I was like, "Oh my
So
god,
just
I wrote that cute."
so adorbs.
Because
Like,
it's something you voiced, so I have to give you credit where credit is where I remember.
oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, you're like it started. I was like, yeah, that's a great way to put it, and I think that might have come through. I don't know.
Cool. I didn't
Regardless,
remember it was me. So,
it was a co-created effort. So
yes. This whole relationship has been a co-created effort. But pretty
hopefully the
effortless.
healthy ones are.
Yeah, it's pretty effortless, honestly. Like the way that this friendship has blossomed has been probably the easiest that I've had a friendship. Friendship.
Friendship.
A friendship.
Toot toot.
Uh and I think it's just because the both of us, and we've spoken about this before, but just the both of us kind of are pretty accepting, and we kind of make an effort to continuously improve on ourselves, and with that comes more understanding for yourself and other people. And
Uh, Would you say as like like active healers as well?
I think so.
Like and actually like it's a part of like practicing
Mm.
doing your best to practice what you preach or do.
Oh my God, yeah,
Like
I actually didn't even think
not
about
just a
that.
job. It's like
It's a way of
it
life.
helps every area of life. Yeah.
No, it does. It
I think
bleeds
that's
into
what
everything.
makes your work and that's what I think makes someone's work even more potent and like lasting sometimes.
Yeah, I speak to my clients often about um you know, what brought me to this point, like why I love what I do so
Which is what we were talking
much.
about earlier too. That's funny.
Yeah, and a lot of times I'm like, I I care about myself. I care about myself so much, and I have to do that in order to be able to care about you so much. Like if I didn't show up the best that I can for myself, then you would be getting subpar massages, I believe, and subpar attention. And when I'm in a room with somebody, I'm so hyper focused because I did all the work before I even got there. Um, which a lot of that training is like refining my attention span, refining like especially because I'm in rooms for an hour, 90 minutes, 2 hours with somebody. It's a long time to be focused on what you're doing, and it like
You hear? I might have to pause for a second. Okay, you finally have. I knew you would hear him. It's like, what is that noise? It's like, oh, I have cats.
he's like, "Let me
And
in here. What's happening?"
it's the thing with him is like he'll want to lay in between the doors, and I'm like, I have to close the doors. Like, okay, this should be fun. BRB.
Hilarious.
Okay, so you were talking about how you got started.
Just basically like how working on myself has brought me to the point in my career where everything is pretty much effortlessly done because I just feel so easeful and effortless in my everyday life. Um, so I just think that, you know, when you're in healing modalities like us or spiritual modalities, like you need to practice what you preach. And that's an everyday thing. That's an all life thing. Like, yeah.
Do you want to share any examples that you use at all, or
I mean, besides work, I think that like we were talking about the practice of silence and letting that be something that isn't forced, but like naturally like welcomed. Because sometimes I would, which I think, okay, my mind is going a lot of places, but I think when you're trying to make a change, like a positive change, which for me, for example, a positive change for me was exposing myself to more quiet, like real quiet, not, there's no music in the background, there's no nothing, like just straight silence, and being comfortable in that and not needing to feel like I have to do anything within that. Like, um, I had to force myself to do that for a little bit to get to the point where now I can, it's welcomed, right? And I don't always like to use the word forced, and I'm trying to change my vocabulary as we speak. So just like training myself to be in silence more. And now that I've trained myself to do that, it's, I seek that out more than I do distraction. And there's many other things that like I practice for my own health, trying to eat foods that I think are healthy for me, trying to drink my waters, my vitamins, trying to exercise, especially like with a focus around my menstrual cycle, respecting my energy where I can allow myself to take breaks and understand that a lot of my progress is going to come from the breaks and not just from the exercise itself, but the recovery. So just so many different avenues of healing and releasing and letting go and letting myself just be for longer amounts of time, because life is long. And if I can't be with myself alone in the silence, I just feel like I'm missing like a whole point of life. So that's what I'll
Deep
say about that.
question,
Go
but
ahead.
I also am gonna hold on to it for a sec because I'm gonna go close the door because I feel like it's better.
Okay.
I can hear you, and I just wanna
Mm,
I wanna go with my gut, so I can just get up. Hold on. And then I have a question.
okay.
Good boy, good boy. You're gonna lay there for a little bit. I wish I can show you Biddy right now. Little King. Okay, so you said the last thing you said was like getting quieter helps you what? Can you repeat? Do you remember what that was exactly? Something about the point? Well, the question's still about quiet. I can give you a moment, but I can still ask you like what have you noticed so far about what the quiet has brought you
Oh, that's a good question.
or what's possible with all the quiet?
So what it's brought me is the realization that my mind is chattering a lot more than I think it is. Because when you're in quiet, if you have a lot going on in the background when you're like distracted, it's easy not to notice it, but in the quiet you notice everything. And I really notice where my mind goes and where it gets distracted, and it's been very apparent now that I'm going to sleep without my phone and not taking in shows or anything before I go to bed, just lying there and letting my eyes close and try to go to sleep in silence. And it's been pretty difficult because my mind is racing and running, and the silence brings my body a lot of peace. Um, but it gives my brain like an open invitation to speak on full blast. Um, so I just realized how much I distract myself from my own thoughts, or how just unaware I am that I'm distracting myself from thoughts. But the good thing is that a lot of good thoughts come in, a lot of positive thoughts, and a lot of dreams and like new ideas pop in. openly, which is refreshing because I'm not getting ideas from videos or, I'm not piggybacking off of other people's perspectives or opinions. It's like these things are streaming straight through my own consciousness, and it brings a sense of clarity for what I want and what I feel is true in my body, and like matching that to like my thoughts. So it's been a nice like discovery, I guess, of what's actually floating out there and what appeals to me in the mind space.
Yeah. Cool. Sounds like
Yeah.
it's like a integration kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And integration. Yeah. Well, you've been experiencing some silence as
Integration.
well. Like,
So I can't say I'm always silent. Um, I, we were just talking about our human design too and stuff, and I actually like do well when I'm responding, but I also need to learn to give myself more quiet. Music is sometimes helpful because I can just like dance because I've been dancing a little bit more again. I haven't been dancing as much as I used to, but my body's also feeling great to do so, and it's moving so much better. And yeah, it's like the way like it's just the way of like just being my own best friend. Like last night when I was experiencing those thoughts before bed, I had a great day. It's just that there's certain things that come to mind. Even sometimes when I wake up early to feed the kitties in the morning when they wake me up, um and they've been so good to me lately. I'll go back try to go back to bed and these not always, but these fears or certain things come up and it's so interesting to me. I'm doing my best and I'm so like proud of myself for like I'm so proud of my brain and my nervous system that the way my subconscious is responding is at first it's like a little scary and my body feels a certain way and then that actually triggers me to think like okay, like you're okay, like my boyfriend's sleeping next to me. We're fine and I'm fine. What would I say to my friend? What would I say to someone in my position right now and like from what I'm experiencing? So I just started saying that to myself and like when mantras are different, when things work, they work. Like whatever you're interested, I love all the different avenues of healing modalities. I'm so happy there's like a bazillion out there because it's so fun that everyone has their own way. Because like a healing could be even just like a hobby. It doesn't have to be like what we do, right?
yeah.
So it's just being my own best friend and like loving myself and loving hanging out with myself. And it's not just in these moments and spurts, it's like this real regulation in my mind. Like you were speaking to, it's similar. Like my mind and realizing that like sometimes I would just leave a podcast on regardless if I cared about the conversation. Now I'll literally, if they have show notes, I skip to where I want to go or I'll listen and I'm like, I'm just not feeling this and I'll turn it off. Like I let myself go through the process of like, nah, I'm good. Like I actually like just want to hang out with my own thoughts, like and talk out loud and just it's so nice. And I do that. I've done that time to time, but I just feel like this is where like
Hold on.
what
Because this construction in the background is very loud. There we go. Perfect. That helps so much. Okay,
if
go
I
for it.
die in here, I was just gonna talk about death. Nah, we got one little window open. We're good. We got circulation going.
Good.
Um,
I don't want you to pass out.
I could probably withstand a lot. You'd be surprised.
I believe you.
Believe in you, girl. How much you want to suffocate? Just kidding.
Oh,
Okay,
getting
okay,
off
okay, okay.
track.
I'm sorry. Well, actually, it's not. Like I was gonna talk about death. Like,
Go, 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 go.
just like how the final layer is like dying. Like, no, this
Mm.
protection's no longer needed, but like we
Mm.
still have to go through the motion and that last moment. And right now, in the time that we're in, is a very powerful moment and like spiritually in the season that we're all in, no matter where you are. It's just a time where you can transform if you'd like to. And there's so many other things, but so it feels good not to go through it alone, of course.
Because we're connected.
Yeah.
You will never get rid of me. We are spiritually connected.
Oh my god.
Who was that? I don't know. Who just came out of me? No, it's Secret Becca.
It's the universe.
The
This is my
universe.
motion for the universe.
And this is Susan's voice for the universe. The universe is just coming down like this. The universe is a woman, okay? The universe is a woman. Stop with the patriarchy.
Oh my god. I can't even reenact that voice, but it was definitely not. It was definitely like a they voice.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. It was definitely like an all powerful voice.
Yeah.
And all like I didn't want it to sound like either. I am a spiritual being.
Oh my god, you know what I've been doing more lately is hums. So I've been like doing that internal vibration. Everybody now. No, I'm just kidding. But I would love to get into which I'm like dabbling in, but like just the sound healing. I've been listening to a lot of frequencies, and me and Alex kind of vibe off that with each other, where like I'll start humming and then he starts humming and we're like humming. It feels
Stimming together. You're just
so
stimming
good.
together.
Yes, it feels so
Devin and I do that too.
like I just feel like it's like some ancestral like deep connection with, I don't know, the beat of the and I could be elaborating way too much on this, but like the beat of like the earth, like just like the rhythm that we're all always in. It just feels so good to like beat on my chest sometimes and just be like,
Well, if you think about it, it's a way of release. Like that's something that
yes,
used to be really common. Like so I've you'll hear this from time to time that I have dabbled in a lot of things. So here's one of those times I
yes.
can respond to. But so sound healing, I'm so happy because I'm actually gonna be possibly starting to do events with Maya. So
So
she
interesting.
asked me, so well, I'll tell you more about that. And I forgot you were starting to do it too. Do you want to respond real quick? You were
Mm.
sounded excited because I can
I,
remember.
well, I sound excited because I would, if you guys do an event, I would love to go to your event and
Yeah,
experience it.
definitely. She has a lot of the stuff. She has all the stuff.
Yeah, because I have borrowed like singing bowls and stuff like that, but I would like
They're
to get my
gorgeous.
own. I would like to get my own stuff, so I've just been doing some research because there's certain tones
Yeah,
that I gravitate towards. So I just kind of want to understand like what those tones are before I like, invest into like certain bowls and stuff. So
they're
very
definitely an
exciting.
investment for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one you see sitting right across from you is an
Mm.
upper throat. So it's the up. I
Yeah.
think it's G or something, but that makes so much sense for me. I was given it a long time ago, and I use it before every reading and
Mm,
everything. So, or
I
just
love
every day,
that.
I like to ding it now. Honestly, ding it, ding. Um, but
Ding.
yeah, so I've been doing binaural beats, and some people say like be careful, but I feel like I've been protected, and I used to do binaural beats and just lay and listen to them during parts of like the most painful parts of my healing in my body. And that was something I did consecutively for years and just listening to them overnight. Maybe not every single day, but a lot, like a lot. And in the
Yeah.
bath, like in the
Mm.
water bit, like baby, like all the words.
You got, yes.
And
Yes.
so and I would do it a lot, like I did it a lot. I probably just stopped like a few years ago doing that as much, but I used to hum and I used to get made fun of. I didn't even realize I was doing shit like that. But also like with a partner too. Like there's something about when my boyfriend does it back to me and we do it to each other and I just feel like I don't know, there's just something in me that just feels so good and I can't my heart feels it and I can feel it just thinking about it and it's like so stupid but it's so cute and it's like
No, it's adorbs.
this is how you know it's real. Like I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck we're even doing, but it makes sense and we used to like shake and that's why shaking's becoming a thing and like we used to like actually cuz it feels good to like to have that as like weird as some people might think it looks, but like having that vibration like in a place that needs it and needs attuning to, like energetically, which is why Reiki is so powerful, and like why that can feel so powerful, like a massage. And like people are surprised. It's like if you knew more about energy, you wouldn't be as surprised because they're similar. They're just done differently, and it's just cool. It's just so cool how like that makes you feel so good. Like it's just I don't
Yeah, well, I think it
just
brings
love
you
it.
to that, like, that just like what people would consider like primitive, but like when I think of like primitive, I think of just the baseline of what existence is, which is your senses. And if I can ignite my senses, then I just feel like I'm moving through life just feeling better. And that's the whole fucking point, right? Like, I
Mm.
just want to feel better every day, just feel peaceful. That's a big thing that the silence is bringing too. It's just like the peace. That's what I want. Like,
Let's talk more about the piece.
the,
It's on your wall and your
gosh.
heart and your mind and your.
So I,
She's been talking about it before anyone else I've heard talk about it, so you need to start talking about months ago.
so
I
I,
just keep pulling this peace card. Like I
God damn, the
keep
peace
pulling,
card.
and she doesn't pull cards like me. It's like not as much.
Yeah, so I've had an oracle deck since I finished massage school, so it's probably been maybe 7 or 8 years now. And I would pull them periodically to kind of, I'd ask a question and then I pull them, and for the most part they always gave me what I needed. And this time I've like continuously asked for like what is the next thing that I need to learn? Like what is going to get me to the next level, or blah 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 blah. And every single time, which I'm an 11 life path and this card is an 11, and it's the peace, and it talks about utilizing the times that are peaceful, understanding that things may not always be peaceful, but being able to harness that peace in those times is like so important. And understanding and feeling the balance constantly, and relaxation and harmony is probably the biggest component of that. Is in order to be in harmony, like you can get distracted and you can like fly away on your little spaceship and be in the universe and the stars and stuff, but part of that balance is coming back down and like being rooted. And just, I think my biggest lesson for this year has been to let go of all the standards that I thought were my standards, and to just allow myself to exist in a place that feels true for myself and feels safe and feels vulnerable and feels like my natural rhythm. Like I'm getting back to like my natural pace and my natural rhythm. And I have been someone who, we talked about this before the pod, just like pushing and forcing and racing around and trying to be very masculine, trying to be very in this society where hustle culture is a huge thing that I think is changing, thankfully. And just realizing that I'm a human and I'm emotion and I'm feeling and I'm a body and I'm vibration, frequency and stars and all this stuff that is constantly in my face, that's what I am. I'm more than just work and pressure. And I don't know, I'm just this cosmic being that that wants to live in that cosmic realm. I want to live feeling everything all the time. I don't want to be numb anymore. And that peace card kept pulling up, and like when I tell you that I was actually getting upset where I was pulling it and I'm like, yeah, I get it. I gotta be peaceful. Give me something else. And the universe is like, well, that's not what peaceful is, bitch. That's not what peaceful is. You're not practicing it right now, so why you mad? And then I just posted it on my wall because I'm like, obviously this is the lesson. Like I have to go through the silence. I have to go through the uncomfortability of what silence can bring me. I have to go through it. Like I can't just read the card anymore and be like, all right, like I'll practice this sometimes. Like no, it's a way of being. I have to be this in order to get to the next step because there's obviously a lesson in that needs to be learned.
Like you asked for the lesson.
And it's like, here you go. And I'm like,
It's
this
too
doesn't,
easy.
yeah, this doesn't seem like,
Oh yeah, it doesn't look real easy. It is. I got
yeah.
there. Like where are we? Why you keep? Why do you? Why? Because like I think that even just what right. So I just feel like that goes along with because a lot of things came to mind. But first, the peace. Would you say that what you're describing is like your version of abundance in some ways?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think it's
that's what it
really
sounded like. So I
hard
just was like
to get
curious.
abundance without your peace of right, peace of body, peace of mind. Like I need sanity before I can go off and do whatever those dreams are. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that I don't know. I just feel like that correlates to the stimulation in so many ways. Like, what are you consuming? Do people just talk about peace, but like, what is it? And like, we were talking about patience. Like, this is a theme, and I love this because this is like my favorite shit. Interestingly enough, at least this is where my mind goes. Peace, peace, like you can't buy it. You can't buy into it. You can't even like be sold. Yeah, you can't be sold it. You have to experience. There's certain things in life that you actually have to experience. And I think that we like extremes and the stimulation like keeps that going. And like the slowness really helps us understand why feminine energy is really important, why the earth, like being in nature is really important, why supporting nature is really important. They're not like high or fucking tripped out thoughts. These are just like actual realities that you can, this is where you can ground that space, is just like that slowness that you give yourself day to day, like in your moments, meaning even in your brain while you're doing something, it's like, listen, I don't need to be like thinking about this or like doing my best to just focus on what I'm focusing on, which is why communication and conversation is important. Why I feel like it's really cool to actually have experiences with people who follow through even with that. Like, yeah, it takes the time it takes, but eventually like you're doing it. Like we're doing it. We're not just doing it because we have an experiment to share with you guys. It's because like that's actually what we need right now. And it's possibly that like it's what other people need because after you brought that up, I probably talked about TBM before, to be magnetic. I'm a member that's not always completely consistent because I realize I need space from everything that I deep dive into because my brain over intellectualizes. So the spaciousness to like practice those things, even if I'm not listening to it, like to like hear it in my own head and say it to my own self and see if that's like, if it's downloading
Yeah.
properly, right?
Yeah.
So, and it moves a little quicker for me as an MG. Like it's true, it does. It moves a little quicker for me. So like I can trust that. But it's like the piece and the piece that came up, that's what started coming up in their findings of abundance of someone who has wealth, who has created wealth
Mm.
literally in their life, right? She's talking about wanting peace, and it just shows you that it doesn't matter. And I guess I'm just speaking from the place I'm in, even though I find all the beauty in my life, and it's about working with what I have, but also like really enjoying this moment, knowing that there will be an evolution into the next. Is like we're all on the same, we're all the same. Like we're all in this world together. We're working through different or similar wounds differently, but we're all looking for peace. Most of us. But like that's going to look differently to everyone's own version of abundance. Like, like the way you make money, the way you have a family. Everyone's gonna have a different, like what your house, like your version of peace. But we're like, it's just so, it just makes me happy that we're all connecting. Like there's something there that's like really connecting. And like, yeah, it's just, it feels really powerful.
Yeah, and
And yeah, doesn't matter where you're at, like, meaning.
I think there are powers that be, right? There's things that are out of our control, and having a safe space to come back to within yourself is a, the only thing you can control, right? And also it's just interesting to me that during this time, like, all of these things are being spoken about, like, more casually and more openly, and it's an exciting time. I know there's so much going on in the world, and like, if you could be grateful for anything right now, it's like, I'm just so grateful that we even have this space to like sit with each other and talk about these things openly, because things could be much worse. And I don't know, I love that. I feel like this is, and I don't want to speak for you, but like, this is what I feel like I'm meant to do. I'm meant to heal and tell people that it's possible to do so in any way that they feel fit. They just need to follow that voice, and in order to follow that voice, you have to recognize your own voice. And that may come with realizing that all your old coping habits are going to have to be put down. Like, food is a big one for me, and TikTok is a huge one for me, which
The phone in general.
the phone is
Phone in
obviously a
general.
huge distraction. And like you're saying, like, the healing's happening when like you put something on and you're like searching for something and you're like, nothing is hitting like it usually hits. Like, it doesn't even feel good to like have this on in the background, or now it's just like, it's so natural that like my natural intuition is coming up and be like, oh, no, 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 this doesn't feel good. Why are you going to do that if it doesn't feel good? Like, why
It's
would
like,
you
no,
keep
this
doing it?
podcast has to come out once a week. Like, they
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah. Yeah. And it pushes me into like not consuming other people's stuff, pushes me into, well, then what the fuck am I doing? I should be pushing into myself. Like, I'm going to look at our videos. I'm going to start editing our videos. Like,
It's not too soon for me to say I always thought our conversations are the best anyway. So
that's why we're here.
that's my take.
Well, I love that, because I'm still my little shadow self when I'm watching our videos back, can be so hard on myself still, even with all the peace and the healing. Like, you'll say something insightful and I'll be like, "Oh my god, that's so insightful." And then I'll say something and I'm like, "You're an idiot." Why would you say that?
I have not thought that one
I
time.
know, but it's some dumb shit within me that I just don't feel. It's my worth. Like, there's something still within me that
Yeah.
I'm working on, like,
Yeah.
cuz I'll think that thought and be like, "Why are you so mean? Why are you being mean to yourself? You wouldn't say that to anybody else." But you feel like it's okay to just like tear yourself down. And it's like, you go it's like watching yourself back, like you're going through the moment again as an outsider. Like, now I get to think what I was thinking in that moment, and also like put an interpretation on me now that I'm in this different perspective on myself, and how easily switching perspectives, like, in and out, like how easily you can change who you are in an instant by just like, and it's so hard to articulate for me because it is like a, it is something that you have to like practice, but there are times where like, say Alex, my partner talks to me about something and immediately I have like a reaction towards it, and then I like actively work on, okay, like if I were to just let go of my perception of whatever he just said, if I can just let that go and let that be, how it's so much more easeful for me to just accept what he's saying. I don't have to agree, I don't have to disagree. I can just accept what he's saying. And it just changes how I see him entirely just by allowing him to like be himself without the judgment. And peace and judgment has been, I think, the theme of this whole year for me.
What it sounds like is that you're treating him the way you're treating yourself, which is usually
Mm.
the case. And then it also, there's something else. It'll come back. I don't know. Maybe it won't. Um, the trigger with the tones and with words has been something I deal with in my relationship too, and I'm getting better and better at realizing that like I'm someone who wants a man to be a
Ugh.
man,
Yep.
and I have good men in my life. I feel fortunate to have like over the average good men in my life at this point, consistently, that it's normalized for me, and I do obviously know how important that is. So I'm not here to like sway anyone's opinion. I'm just saying like it feels really good to recognize that. And oh, are you talking about like the witness? So like that's what I would imagine the
Mm.
definition of the witness body.
Yes.
It's talked about in a lot of areas. I learned it in yoga philosophy. The witness body, once it becomes stronger, because we fluctuate through them all. Um, your witness body is getting stronger, which is like the observer, which in subconscious
Yes.
psychology would be called the observer.
Yes.
Um, that part of you that knows the truth regardless of what
Yes.
it sounds like. Yeah. Because
Yes.
you don't have
Yes.
to react because like why where is that like do I need that is that attention like do I is that the way like because that's just gonna make me agitated like do I want to be agitated like then you really like think about and I just saw like a post the other day of this doctor. I've been like downloading a lot of like for a woman's thread because like what we internally go through on like a cellular level and shit, it's not my forte, but it's nice to hear these tidbits where like this guy was like, men have there's something in their brain after he scanned like so many people, like what their strength is, like where their strengths lie. Like there's a reason why they can pivot so much easier, like why they don't hold on as much. I can't remember that exact part, but we're women. We go to jail much less is the way he put it because our prefrontal cortex, I believe, our way of like thinking about what's gonna happen comes to mind like easier, quicker, something like that. So
It's like survival preparation almost.
yeah, and that's their survival. Like, but that's also their survival because the way that
Yeah.
they're created. Like, we
Yep.
can't challenge that. That's just so if I can enhance, if we can learn to enhance that in each other, that's kind of like my. I'm really grateful to have a man who understands and is, but also like can really simplify things. And I'm just so grateful for what I have. And the more I look at things like that in our relationship and I try to like play to our strengths, like, and also like not care about our weaknesses, but like really point out both of our strengths when I need to or whatever, because I'm good at verbalizing that shit. It's really important. Actually, it just brings us closer together. It makes, because we do want it. Like, I don't know, but like being needed is important, but it's connection. Like, this person is the person I'm choosing to be connected to. This is the person I want to be here with,
Yeah.
in this life. So if our piece is connected, just to bring it back to peace, like if
Mm.
our piece is connected, then where am I a part of
Yeah.
the problem and the solution? Because we've talked about it. We're lucky to have men who aren't overly reactive. Like we're really, they don't. My man doesn't not have feelings. It's not that. It's just he gets that I'm like. He's
Well,
like
also,
hand on his. He just like can put his hand on
pats,
my head, and I'll just go, yeah.
little
He's
pats.
like, you just
I
need me
love
to
it.
put your hand, and I do. Like I really. It's just like
No,
it's
it's
so cute that he doesn't know. It's just like the way we're telepathic sometimes is just or intuitive and psychic. It's crazy. I love it.
no. I'm
I can't.
the pat on the head from my man's big hand is so comforting,
That manly.
and like not in like a I can't think of the word right now, but like, and not in like a belittling way, like, oh, you little, but it's just like,
Oh
oh, you
no.
little, you're just so like, you big emotions. That's what it
It's
feels like.
little tiny body.
Big emotions in this little thing. But like, if you look at the hormones in a man and the hormones in a woman, I mean,
I mean, yeah.
it's just, it tells it right there. Like, we're going on roller coasters.
Well, the best way to like exemplify that is how they just started studying on women because women got into the field. That's why there's no studies. That's why like pharmaceuticals like they're not. Yeah, it's just not studied on us, and I don't want to say that casually. It's just pretty crazy, like how
And this
it's just
is
wild, and hormones.
rise up, my sisters. We gotta rise up.
Sit down, actually, sit down, and just
Rise up.
raise,
Do
raise
it.
your hearts. Oh, raise your titties.
Raise your titties to the sky.
My headphones fell out. I'm having too great
If
of
we
a
can
time.
motivate anybody, raise your titties to the sky right now, everybody who's listening.
Unless they're an ass man or woman.
Yeah, right? Booties up. Booties, titties up.
I mean, but maybe they're into feet or hands or faces. Who the fuck knows?
Oh
But
my
either
god.
way, what I mean, don't do
Whatever
too
it
much.
is.
Don't do
What?
too much.
Actually, don't do anything.
No.
Do what you want. Don't even listen to me. I'm not directing you to do anything.
No, I'm just
No, but I'm with you. I think like I think the
Sorry. Okay, I'm done. Yeah.
well, this is part of it.
Oh my god, I want to know something. I'm sorry.
What?
So, I'm like, you're gonna watch.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
you're gonna watch this back and be like, what has she been doing with her mic this whole time? Like, why does she need to move it? I've been moving so much. Anyway, okay. Second thing is, so yesterday I'm visiting my brother at work. He bartends, and I just so happened to meet someone there, and he's like, I just came across this song recently that's called My Name's Not Susan.
Okay.
And it's like a jam. And yeah. I just like when I like my name, crazy, right? And it's literally like, and I'm like in my house music era, so
yeah,
yay for me. Healing energy, because I learned that's healing. And speaking of healing sounds, it's a vibe. Like it's like my name is not Susan.
it's hard for me to vibe with you, but I can.
I'm like, maybe I do a remix to the remix. Like, my name is Susan.
My name is Susan.
I'm like,
and I'm here to say.
I'm like, I'm gonna come out to this one day. I don't know what I'm going out to.
I'm in love with it. I'm in love with the idea.
There will be a stage, and maybe I just okay.
Paint the picture.
Maybe I just come out to the song, and that's the show. And the stage is like this random stage just set up in like a park.
I have just the venue.
Park?
I have just the venue in a park though.
Okay.
In New
Okay.
Britain, they have like this giant like shell where they put little concerts on.
Really?
And yeah, me and Shantae, another best friend of mine, we used
Shout out
to
bestie.
go to the shell. It'd be dark outside. We'd put a little
And
light
not the
on.
gas station, because that's where my mind.
Wait, what?
Shell gas station.
Oh my god.
The
Yes,
Shell concert
it's like
stage.
a half hall but like open, and it has like seating in the front of it, and we would be on the stage and we would dance. We would just shake our asses in the
See?
dark, like
See?
with a little light
In the
on.
dark with a
Yeah.
little light on. Nice.
And we'd just be
Your own club.
freedom.
You clubbed
Yeah.
it up.
Freedom.
Yeah, girl.
So if you want
So
to
we'll be
introduce
there at
yourself
the full
there.
moon this week. Go shake your ass with us at the Shell.
See, that's the type of group meetings we need to
Yeah,
do.
like it totally low key. Like just
Yes.
come shake your ass, like,
Shake that ass.
and bring
I
whatever you
am
feel like
Susan.
contributing to the party, and it's
We gotta learn how to DJ.
lit.
Shake that
Learn,
ass.
girl. It's okay. We got this.
I'm Susan.
My name is Susan.
Susan. My name is.
Come on, me and all the 74-year-olds, because every time my mom's name is Susan, my grandma, my aunt. Yeah. But you kind of have like an old name too, I feel. Yours is in the
Rebecca.
Bible, yeah.
That's where my mom got it from.
Not to bring up the Bible anyway.
Well, I mean,
That's where my mom got it from. Wait, really?
yeah, my mom was.
But I didn't know. I didn't even.
Yeah, my
I know,
upbringing
but
was
like I didn't
very
know.
Christian, and
I knew that.
I think all the names. Like, I mean, her name is Esther. She's also in the Bible. That's an old name, Esther.
Tradition.
I think my name Rebecca just gets bulked into like the Becky phase where everybody was like,
Yeah, Becky.
give me that Becky, and I'm like, my name's Rebecca. It's not Becky. My name is Rebecca, ma'am. Put respect on that name. But actually, I like Beck the best. My mom calls me Beck.
Beck.
Yeah, she calls me Beck, and I kind of like that. Alex calls me Becca.
Back after
Beck. My name is Beck.
That'll be the remix.
Remix, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Dude,
well,
the amount of construction they're doing outside your window.
it's that bad.
Yeah.
Listen, they made a whole ass.
I'm sure we can put like a
parking lot.
I know. They're really doing it up on that side.
They're doing it up over here.
They got little trees.
I guess I could have went in the hallway, but you still would have heard something. Yeah.
It's fine. I'm sure we can like lower it, but also we're not there's no such thing as perfection, baby. You're just gonna have to listen to us through this.
That medicine, girl.
Yep, no perfection over
Girl.
here. Everything is meant to be the way it is. So
Yep.
maybe that's a good vibration for someone. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like how some people like the smell of gasoline.
Yeah.
I like the smell of firewood, like, a lot. I grew
I
up with
do.
like a fireplace, and my dad was pretty obsessed with fire and
Ooh.
wood. So like that could be it, but it just makes me. I just love like bonfire. I love smelling it outside
I
in the
love
neighborhood so
bonfire.
much.
Oh, it's the best.
That would be my vibe. Like
yeah.
when I get a house or a yard, just know I'll always be bonfiring, and I'm just
Fuck
an open bonfire where we can
bonfire at
have
Susie's.
parties.
I love that. You know, I'm already thinking about, not that you're even doing this, but I'm already thinking about going to your mom's house for your birthday. Because I missed it last time, and I'm like, maybe she'll do it again.
Creepy shed. Possibly.
No pressure.
I don't know. I wasn't thinking about it. I just feel like I have so much other things on my brain about my birthday, and I've just I will I'll probably want to celebrate, and it's actually pretty soon, but
I know. again, no pressure. It's
No, I
just
feel like
my
after this month is over, I think by September I could think about it.
yeah.
And I feel like that's enough time for people who are meant to be there. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
I can't plan too far. I can't plan too close. It's just where I'm at right now. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying, girl?
I know what you're saying, girl, ma'am, madam. All right. It's an hour now. So I think we should wrap it up. It's a good. It feels like a quick chat, honestly. Like an hour went by, but I was like, this has been a quick chat
We
with.
got the deep stuff out before we got here, though. Like
Yes.
you were spared this time. But I
Yeah.
can't promise you always, because that's just my thing.
I feel you. I I know you were gonna introduce your.
I know we didn't do it. Oh,
It's
I
okay.
was
We
gonna
got time
say it
now.
when we were talking about it, but maybe we could. Maybe I could.
Right now.
I'm
like, do it right
okay,
now.
so
Sorry.
my name is not Susan. First dance break.
Wish you guys could see us.
Kirby.
Soon. But yeah, plug it. Plug it,
And
girl. Sorry. I'm too much of a hype man. I'm being the
yeah,
backlight.
so, no, it's the fucking best. I just feel like we're both on the DJ set right now, and it's the
Like
best.
sharing the
And
microphone.
you're just like every, you might be on a little Molly. You might be in this moment, and she's just like yeah. And every time I'm like ready, I just think it's funny, so I don't go. So I just like it's great. It's like ribbit. Like
Oh my god.
just reminds me of a frog. Anyway.
Okay, alright.
I am a tarot reader. Being a comedian, maybe in my future. No. I'm a tarot reader, astrologer, spiritual coach, guide, person, highly intuitive, who loves working with people and helping you, whoever you are, get to know, validate, connect, transform the parts of you with your soul. I don't know why she's laughing, but I'm being serious.
You're like talking about this serious stuff and my glasses got stuck in my hair.
Oh.
I'm just like trying to get it out.
That's good that I wasn't looking at you then, because for some reason I just wasn't looking, and then all of a sudden I
good.
look up and you're like red, like she's red, and I'm like, really?
I'm trying to like hold back because I'm like, you idiot.
No,
Okay,
you're
I need to
good.
stop saying that. Go ahead.
It's
Go ahead.
okay, girl. It's okay. Yeah, you do. No, yep. So that's all I do. I'm Venusian Wave on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You can find me there, VenusianWave.com. And yeah, if you're just looking for some guidance, some insight, you need more hand holding, I have many options for you. You're in a relationship dynamic, come talk, come hang out.
Yeah, and you do group sessions as well, right?
Yeah, I don't have that posted. That's more of a like, depends. I decided to be a little bit more selective in that way because you never know. So just there's an email you can it's on my website.
Good
so
to
there's
know.
an email you can contact me at. Yeah, it's the variation. I can't do too many. I know my limits right now, like how many people I can possibly do in an amount of time and just the space. Because, like, I say 10-minute readings, but they're always like around 20 depending on what's needed.
Yeah.
I just give it a little room. And yeah, there's a lot of energy that goes into it. So
Gotcha.
just want to be mindful. But yeah, so they're fun. Parties can be fun. You're into that too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Susan at VenusianWave.com. Check us out
Sacred
at
Bubble.
Sacred Bubble on YouTube
Look.
and Spotify. Other social medias will be coming soon. I'm back, and this is Susan.
A stressful part of the podcast.
And we're wrapping it up.
We're wrapping up this construction hour.
All right. Well, love you guys. Come back for the next
Toodles.
video.